I believe in Gotham City. I only came here tonight out of respect for my parents who knew your family.
Your father was more than a friend to my father, Bruce.
That was a long time ago. Everything around me is a lie. Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord, is throwing a society wedding for his nephew, Johnny Vitti. It seemed like only yesterday when the Roman tried to get a hired knife slipped between his nephew's ribs. Johnny was going to tell everything he knew about the Roman to the grand jury. Extortion, corruption, murder. All of it. But Johnny never testified. He's getting married instead, with the Roman paying for it. All of it. And now you have so many new friends, Mr. Falcone. So many wealthy, influential friends. Isn't that Richard Daniel out there?
I am a very lucky man. Richard tells me the Gotham Bank is open to the idea of doing business with Falcone Imports. I'm counting on you, Bruce, to be as accommodating.
Don't. I won't vote for or influence the board on your behalf, regardless of whatever position you've gotten Richard to take.
That's disappointing. Enjoy the rest of the party, Bruce. Try the cannoli. I had them flown in from Italy. Fresh.
Life's full of disappointments, Mr. Falcone. It's what makes what we do so challenging.
Perhaps I can encourage Wayne, like the others.
I don't think that'll be necessary, Milos. Richard assures me that we have enough votes. Although, Bruce Wayne certainly would have cinched it for us.
Need any help?
I went looking for the washroom and I guess I got turned around. Too much champagne will do that, you know. Alberto Falcone, Harvard MBA, Oxford Rhodes Scholar, the good son.
Down the hall to the right, Mr. Wayne.
Thank you. A very special night, particularly the cannoli. Time to go to work. It's late.
It's hot, even for June. Years from now, when people are talking about the weather, they'll say, "It's hot, but it's not as hot as the night Johnny Vitti got married."
Hello, Selena.
Care to dance, Bruce?
Johnny! Johnny! Come over here!
Yeah, Mama?
Tell your mama about that big fella, the handsome one, dancing with that woman.
Him? That's Bruce Wayne, Mama. His old man and Uncle Carmine used to be pals or something.
So, that's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, when I should make him say hello or something, Mama?
Selena Kyle. Suddenly leaving the party has lost its urgency.
Just look at my sister out there, smiling like a cat about to eat the canary. If anything happens to me, Alberto, you don't have to look any further than your Aunt Carla in Chicago.
Don't talk like that, pal. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Although you should know I saw Bruce Wayne snooping around.
Alberto. Good-looking boy like yourself should be chasing after some nice pretty girl in the wedding. Not worrying about things that don't concern you.
But I want to help.
Mr. Falcone, you might want to have a look at this.
Dent.
Yes, sir. Garage level B.
You know, Harvey, if you had any sense at all, which you don't, you'd be at home with a fan on and a bottle of beer. But no, you gotta spend the hottest night of the year in a parking garage writing down the license plates for all the hoodoos in this cesspool of it.
Sticking your nose in again, din where it isn't welcome. One of these days you'll stick it into a fire. That pretty wife of yours.
Harvey? You? All right. Mrs. Kyle and I were just leaving when luckily we heard you.
Hope I didn't spoil your evening.
I guess that's the same as thanks for making sure I didn't need help.
No, really. You society types go ahead and do whatever it is you do when you're doing it. The rest of us will take care of what needs to be done.
And what needs to be done?
You wouldn't understand, Wayne. Good night, Miss Kyle, and thanks for making sure I didn't need help.
Friend of yours?
I've contributed to his campaign for district attorney. I believe in Harvey Dent.
In this city, that's saying something. So, Bruce, have you any plans for the rest of the evening?
I apologize, Selena, but it is late even for me.
Your loss.
Of course I know how late it is, Barbara. I'm packing up now. I love you too, dear. No, that's okay. Let the boy go to sleep. Captain Gordon. Harvey, you look like you've been hit by a truck. You got a drink, Jimbo? I could really use a drink. I, went over to the Falcone wedding. Guess I wasn't on the guest list. Harvey, we've talked about this. We've talked about taking needless chances. And Falcone has us outmanned, outgunned, outclassed. How are we ever gonna bring him down? I have a friend who wants to help. Earlier in the evening, I saw a safe in Falcone's study.
Bene. Now, if everyone could just move in a little closer.
And while it would be improper for Bruce Wayne to examine its contents,
Bene. A little closer.
there is an alternative.
Closer.
I was wondering who left the window open.
I don't have time for this.
Catwoman, this isn't the first time our paths have crossed inside this penthouse. Is there a connection? My business here this evening does not involve you.
Funny. I don't believe you.
You should.
Then let go of me.
Take him down.
Now look what you've done.
Enough.
In my own home, where my children sleep, on my nephew's wedding day. Minos, my most trusted friend, surely you have an explanation.
Catwoman and the Batman.
You know, there was a time, Carmine, when this would have never, ever happened. You're not getting too old, are you?
Salvatore the Boss Maroni, the Romans' chief rival in Gotham City.
Minos, give Mr. Maroni here a drink. The rest of you, spread the word. $1 million for either of them. The bat or the cat.
She's quite good at this, although she treats it like a game.
For a man who claimed he had no business with me, you certainly are going out of your way to have business with me.
This is not a game. Catwoman, what were you doing at Falcone's?
No. That would be telling. And the last thing I want to do is make it easy for you.
Catwoman. Gone. I wonder if it's true what they say about cats having 9 lives. After tonight, she's gonna need all of them.
How much longer? As long as it takes. Oh, must be hell on a marriage. Barbara understands. Why? You and Gilda having problems? It's nothing that can't be handled. Suppose we wait here all night and he doesn't show up.
Gentlemen.
District Attorney Harvey Dent is Bats.
Dent.
Well, I don't have to be a detective to see you two already know each other. I've come to appreciate our mutual friend and how he crosses a line we can't. It's still a line. Yeah, people who live in glass houses shouldn't blah blah blah.
Given the lateness of the hour, the condition of your clothes, Dent, you've both been working on the Roman case again.
Roman. The man's name is Carmine Falcone. He's a man like any other, except he puts himself above the law. That doesn't mean he is.
Then arrest him, Captain. Yeah, I got files full of unresolved robberies, hijackings, murders with his name all over them. His money will buy the witnesses, the cops, and the judges. In what way isn't the Roman above the law?
We can all talk about it, but we know what needs to be done. I want to be clear on this. In our zeal to bring Falcone to justice, I'll let you bend the rules, but we cannot break them. Otherwise, how are we different from him?
Of course. I made a promise on the grave of my slain parents. Bats.
Batman, I have to have your word.
I would not rest until Gotham City was washed clean of the evil that took their lives. There could be no compromises. And yet, agreed. Gone.
Yeah, he does that. Annoying, isn't it? You know, there was a time when I suspected you were the Batman.
Sorry. I'm quite happy with who I am. Wait, was that here before?
No. Batman must have left it.
It's the Romans. How?
Don't ask. Harvey, this is a ledger. With dates and dollar amounts.
I believe in Jim Gordon. July, the monthly board meeting of the Gotham City Bank. Everyone in this room knows where the Falcone family comes from. Gambling, racketeering, drugs, for us to even consider doing business with them.
Bruce. You're making some pretty wild accusations about Carmine Falcone. I only know the man to be in the importing and exporting of Italian shoes. I've even got a pair of them on right now. They're extremely comfortable.
I agree with Richard, Bruce. Business is business, and this bank could use the millions Falcone Imports wants to bring here.
Dirty money that he wants to launder here. I will not, cannot allow this to happen. Somewhere in this city, I know the Roman is smiling. Richard Daniels' penthouse, far more luxurious than one could afford in a bank president's salary.
Darling, hurry along. The reservation is in half an hour.
Richard Daniel, the Falcone money, keep it out of the bank. August.
Hooked. I want that little bank rat dead.
I warned you, Falcone. Ever since Richard Daniel resigned, no bank in Gotham will touch us. My family alone has millions since...
Shut it, Maroni. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Carmine, we're getting choked here. The other families are looking at you sideways. New York, Metropolis, and Chicago.
Pop, there may be a way to...
Alberto, please, we're talking business. Carter, where's that nephew of mine? 2 months this kid's been in Italy on honeymoon. I want Johnny here now.
September.
What do you say, darling? Why don't we get out of Gotham City for a while? Take out a little place in Paris.
Richard, are you serious? Paris in autumn? How romantic.
Richard Daniel.
Yes. Who?
Somewhere in this city, I know the Roman is laughing.
All I'm saying, Barbara, is that I'm sorry that we didn't get to go away all summer. But now that it's September and it's cooling off, maybe we can see a drop in the crime rate and... get that, will you?
Why? We both know it's for you. No one ever calls me.
Barbara... Gordon here. Dear Lord. No. I'll call Harvey.
Harvey, are you down here?
What's up?
Jim Gordon just called. Richard Daniel has been murdered. I'm scared, Harvey. I'm scared that some night the phone will ring and it will be someone calling to tell me that you...
Shh, Gilda, shh. it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
District Attorney Dent, I don't want to hear that kind of talk coming from you, either publicly or privately.
If we cannot lose focus here, a 22-point caliber handgun was left at the scene, the handle taped, the serial number filed off, leaving the gun a stone-cold trail like the killer wanted. A professional, or someone who knew what they were doing. The baby bottle nipple for a silencer was cheap but effective.
And don't forget the pumpkin. Happy Halloween, Johnny Viti. Bang, you're dead. Who has the stones to whack Falcone's nephew? Maroni, maybe? Carla Viti out to start a gang war? You don't think she'd kill her own son, do you, Batman?
Batman?
I think he left.
We were in the middle of a conversation. Where could he be off to?
Curious.
And curiosity killed the cat.
But the satisfaction brought her back.
I've been wondering where you've been.
In case you haven't heard, Falcone has put $1 million bounty on my head.
Mine too.
Yes. Well, I'm not you.
You knew I'd see you spying on us. What is it you want this time?
I don't want to help. But I might be able to be helpful.
And in return?
Maybe. Someday, I'll need help. And you can return the favor.
No promises.
I'll take that chance. Now, listen carefully.
Halloween night in Gotham City.
This had better pay off. I promised Gilder I'd hand out candy to the neighborhood kids. Why would Catwoman help us?
I'm not sure. Other than it's in her interest if the Roman's attention is focused elsewhere.
Oh, she's right. We're about to give Falcone 10 or 20 million other things to think about.
Follow the money. That's how the Catwoman began. Seems Falcone hasn't been able to launder his cash for a while now. He's been forced to stockpile it.
Oh boy. You know, if we were two other guys in a room full of untraceable cash.
We're not.
Yeah, but I was just thinking how easy.
Don't.
Okay then. We've been trying to hurt Falcone. Human life means nothing to him. But this is a Halloween he isn't gonna forget. Think we used enough gasoline there, Bats?
Somewhere in the city, the Roman isn't laughing anymore.
You guys get enough candy?
There's a smile I haven't seen in a long time. Somebody have a good day?
This was a night to remember, Mrs. Dent.
Good. I was kind of hoping we could make it a night we'd remember, Mr. Dent.
Let me just open this mail. What's this package?
I don't know, Harvey. Came for you about an hour ago.
Do it.
I believe in Jim Gordon. I believe in Harvey Dent. I believe in Gotham City. Harvey Dent is dead. We know you did it, Mickey. But we also know that you're nothing but a little fish. And the only thing little fish are good for is catching bigger fish.
Fish?
We want to know who hired you to do the job, Mickey. If you help us, maybe we can help you.
Thanksgiving night in Gotham City. On last Halloween night, someone blew up Harvey and Gilda Dent's home. That someone is Mickey the Mink Sullivan. Mickey runs a small-time operation called the Irish. Donnie Boy Sullivan, his older brother, Jimmy Slick, Dapper Kevin, Willie Two Times. We have all of them downstairs in a holding cell, except...
I don't want to be here. My wife is home, making a turkey and stuffing, and that's where decent, honest people should be on this day. But justice doesn't have a calendar, Mickey. And if you don't tell us who paid you to kill Gotham City's district attorney, I'm going to miss that Thanksgiving dinner.
Then I guess you'll be missing your Thanksgiving boil. Because I don't know Carmine Falcone. Never even heard of what he got him. The Roman?
You made the bomb that blew up Dent's house. This nail was part of that bomb. Every nail has a serial number like a gun. We traced it to the manufacturer, what hardware store it was sold to. A hardware store 2 blocks from your apartment. We have the receipt. You bought those nails.
Harvey Dent. It isn't like he didn't have it coming. If it weren't me that done the deed, there was a line around the block to do it anyway.
Mickey talks. You bought those nails. You knew I would find you. It was only a matter of time. About how he ran. Ran like a rat into Gotham sewers. Trying to hide from one demon, only to run into another.
Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday.
I have no quarrel with you.
Solomon Grundy.
I only came for the man who disturbed your privacy. That man.
Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday.
Solomon Grundy. One of Gotham's lost souls. Mickey talks about how Grundy would have hurt me. If I wasn't forced to hurt him first. Solomon Grundy was innocent of this whole affair.
Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday. Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday.
Reminding me how deep the Romans' roots have dug into my city.
You found me like you said. I did the deed. That's what you want me to say, right? And I'll put it in writing, boyo. But make no mistake. We all know what Dent gone and done.
What is it you're saying, Mickey? Exactly.
Only that you gotta be asking yourselves. Who killed Johnny VT?
We're done with you, Mickey. Get out of here. Do you think there was anything to what he was saying? This isn't the first time I've heard
That Harvey Dent put 2 bullets into the Roman's nephew's skull. I can't believe that. I won't believe that. And neither should you. We've only just begun to learn the truth. Beneath us as Mickey is headed back to his cell.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
Everything alright?
Sure. Boyo.
Why would Mickey confess and not implicate the Roman? He's looking at the gas chamber.
He's scared. Not of you. Not of me. But of someone very powerful. The Roman's penthouse.
A little sugar, some fresh tomatoes, and then you add the sausages. Yeah. Alberto, you've got a lot to be thankful for.
Like what, Carmine? My Johnny's in the ground. Tell me what I've got to be so damn thankful for.
Carla, my dear sister, not to worry, the matter's being handled.
What? The DA? You don't think this was all the work of little Harvey Dent?
I said it's being handled, Carla, and I don't like repeating myself. Now come on, it's Thanksgiving. No more business, eh?
This wasn't business, Carmine. Johnny was my only son, my baby.
And in the holding cell in Gotham PD.
You lads know what to do.
We've been over it before, Mick. Tain't like you to go over it again.
T'ain't never been this far in the mouth of the line either, Donny.
Yeah, we stick together like we always do, so we get caught in his throat.
Jimmy Slick.
It was me that drove the getaway car. I'll put it in writing if you want.
Dapper Kevin.
I delivered the package to woman. The Dent's wife, you know. I'll put it in writing if you want.
Willie 2 times.
I followed Dent home. I did follow him home. I'll put it in writing if you want. Put it in writing, I will.
Donny boy.
I throw the bleeding switch and I'll put it in writing if you want.
5 confessions, including Mickey. Rehearsed. Clean. Whatever the Roman is paying them, he's getting his money's worth. Bring Mickey back up. Moments later. Anything.
Nay, Falcone's name was never mentioned. Only thing we learned is I have the worst worst Irish accent you'll ever hear. Boyo.
Do you think he's suspected?
Do we swish Mickeys? You're giving him way too much credit. And I guess I'm not dead anymore. I don't know how you do it, Bats. Being two people at once. Assuming you are two people. So, without a murder charge to spook the Irish with, I'm for letting them walk. We put word on the street that they cut a deal and see how the Roma reacts.
We can still charge them. They confessed to attempted murder. They blew up your house, put Gilda in the hospital, for God's sake.
They'll make bail in an hour, bribe the judge, and we'll have nothing.
Charge them, Harvey, or I'll find someone else in the DA's office who will.
Harvey was wrong. They made bail in less than an hour. The Dents spent Thanksgiving together at Gotham City Memorial. Gordon went home late, and I spent Thanksgiving with someone very special.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
As I finished my patrol past the Astoria Towers Hotel, I couldn't help but wonder, with the Romans' grip getting tighter on Gotham City, will there be anything to be thankful for in the coming year?
To the Roman, the flippin' founder of the feast. To the Roman!
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Living in a winter wonderland. I hate that song. And he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant round the whole room, and he took every present. The one speck of food that he left on the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
Christmas Eve in Gotham City. A serial killer the newspapers have dubbed Holiday is on the loose. He, or she, had struck on Halloween and Thanksgiving. Holidays. And tomorrow is Christmas.
The Joker has escaped again, attacked some family, took all their Christmas presents, for God's sake.
I know.
You do? How? We just heard and... Never mind. So many are here. Nearly double from when you first appeared. Not that there's a direct correlation, but do you give it any thought?
No.
Oh.
I know what Gordon is implying. That my presence somehow attracts these men and women to my city. Jim Gordon is a good man. He and the police do the best they can with limited resources. But Gotham City needs Batman to protect her from criminals like Julian Day, the Calendar Man.
I've spoken to the district attorney's office, Julian.
30 days, hot September, April, June,
and they are willing to commute your sentence to time served if you'll help us with these murders. Our feeling is, with your interest in committing crime to coincide with the calendar, you might have some insight.
Tomorrow is the big day. She'll be killing again.
What makes you think it's a woman?
Because he likes it. The intention. No one knows who she is, and already he has made a name for himself. Or herself. You've been lucky so far. In February. Lincoln's birthday, Washington's birthday, and President's Day.
February. Surely we'll have caught the killer by then.
Groundhog Day, Ash Wednesday, Secretary's Day, Earth Day, Flag Day, Boxing Day, Hanukkah.
Let's go. Meanwhile, across town in Maroni's front of a restaurant.
Dent. It has to be Harvey Dent. I want somebody toots. And I mean somebody good. Planted in that DA's office, watching Dent day and night.
Already on it, Mr. Maroni.
What the frig is so friggin' funny here?
some wine, Mr. Maroni?
A clown. No clown comes into my place and...
Mine's bigger, Maroni. Or should I say, holiday.
Holiday? Me?
Sure. You're the number 2 man in this burg. Carmine the Roman Falcone es numero uno. Holiday only whacks the Romans' men, so you've got the best to gain.
No, wait. I swear on my mother's grave. At the end of the day, it's about business. And this whole holiday thing is screwing up business for everyone.
Then, who is Holiday?
Soon.
Man, dudes, you've been putting on weight.
All the better to sink in with.
Ah! Carly. Angel? Where are you, mooks?
Maroni.
Oh, enough of this already.
For a smart man, that was not a very bright move. What went on here tonight?
Some guy calls himself the Joker. Came looking for Holiday.
Why? What's his connection to Holiday?
How should I know? He's a lunatic like you. This whole town's full of lunatics ever since you came here. Lunatics.
Harvey, now can I look?
Okay. Merry Christmas, Gilda. Whoa, slow down, honey. The doctors want you to take it easy. You really shouldn't be out of that chair.
Doctors, what do they know? Oh, Harv, can we really afford it?
No, so I'll just have to work twice as hard. Welcome home, Mrs. Dent.
Harvey, do you think starting over in a new house, maybe we could try again to have children?
A second chance. We'll see. Gilda, why don't you have a look around? Upstairs.
All right. Be right back.
My sweet little tot, there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side.
Get out!
You're good, Dent, but you're no Batman. The question is, what sort of man are you? This town isn't big enough for 2 homicidal maniacs, and if I find out that the buzz is true, that Harvey Dent is Holiday, I'm not going to be as forgiving next time.
Get out of my house.
Harvey!
The Roman's penthouse.
Bong, bong, bong. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Roman. Falcone. You find this Holiday, or I'll kill everyone in Gotham City until I find him. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, and filled all the stockings, then turned a jerk, laying his finger aside his nose, and giving a nod. Up the chimney he rose.
Milos, the Roman's personal bodyguard, dies on Christmas Day. Holiday has another victim. Have a Merry Christmas, Joker. It will be your last. New Year's Eve in Gotham City.
Time to ring in the new year. Now let's see. Co-pilot, check. Navigator, check. Stewardess, what is that in your mouth? Federal regulations prohibit smoking on this flight. Up, up, and away! Or whatever the hell the expression is.
I'm late. My informant was good, but not nearly soon enough. The Joker killed the ground crew, and from what I understand, he has only just begun. He is bent on using his deadly Joker gas on the crowd that gathers in Gotham Square at midnight. Something in his deranged mind can't handle what Holiday is doing to the city. The Joker has proclaimed, this town isn't big enough for two homicidal maniacs. Set the car to autopilot. If I am to stop the Joker, and I must, it has to be before 12 o'clock. Harvey Dent's office. The district attorney is overworked, underpaid, and a friend.
Harvey, old man, if you had half a brain, you'd call it a night.
Mr. Dent, I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Working late again, Vernon? You'll never get ahead putting in all these extra hours.
But you're working late, sir. You've been working late every night this week, ever since I started.
See what I mean, Vernon? There's two ways of looking at everything. It's New Year's Eve, son. Time to go home, kiss the wife, and hope that next year's better than this one's been.
Yes, sir, but there's something here. On the Roman case. I've been reading old police reports on...
I'm sure it can wait till next year, Vernon.
Sir, this is important. I found a connection, a link, between Carmine the Roman Falcone and billionaire Bruce Wayne.
Let me take a look at that.
I'm sorry, sir. It is late, but I thought you should be the first to know.
And the second, actually.
Sir?
Unfortunately, Bruce Wayne seems to have known about this for some time.
Almost midnight.
What's wrong with the world? After all the aggravation I went through just stealing this crop duster, you would think that you would give me one that would fly right. Aha! Dead weight!
Put the plane down. Now.
Maybe later. Right now, I got work.
Joker! Ah!
See ya!
Almost midnight. Gotham Harbor.
Happy New Year, Salvatore.
Carmine, we've been rivals a long time, and you've always came out on top. But if we don't find a way to put a stop to this holiday business, this new year is gonna be our last year.
You know, Maroni, I appreciate your concern. It touches me, really, on the inside. And I've been thinking about this holiday, as the newspapers call them.
Or her.
Yeah, whatever. All I know is this strunts likes to hit members of my family, my business, and there doesn't seem to be any blood on your side of the table.
What are you saying, Falcone?
Have a happy New Year, Sal. You're right. It might be your last.
Just like Papa. You keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, eh, Carmine?
Same could be said about you and me, Carla. Even if you are my only sister. Have you seen Alberto? It's nearly midnight.
I saw him on the deck earlier. I need some air anyway, so I'll tell your son you're looking for him.
What a lovely nest of vipers I've surrounded myself with. If it weren't for Alberto, there'd be nobody I could trust.
Alberto!
Sorry.
It's okay. You're just in time. Harv, your hair's all wet.
It's been snowing.
Oh, come along. I've got a little surprise.
The Gordons.
Harv?
I'll go see if he needs any help in the kitchen.
Well, did I tell you? Jim's niece is, staying with us for her school vacation. She's old enough to sit for the baby, so we could finally get a night out.
Nice. This time of year seems more special with kids around.
Where are you and Harvey in that department?
I'm not sure. I thought when we moved to this house, it would be a new start for us, but between this and the Roman case and the Joker and Holiday, whoever that is.
Shh. We promised no business talk for one night. Here's to next year, Gilda. May all your wishes come true.
I hope so, Barbara. I really do.
Harvey, you ever stand in front of an open fridge, Jimbo, looking for something that's staring you right in the face?
What's happened, Harvey?
We need to talk, Jim. We need to talk about Bruce Wayne.
I don't know what you're mad at me for. I'm trying to stop Holiday just like you are.
By killing everyone in Gotham Square.
Why not? You don't know who Holiday is. I don't know who Holiday is. But the odds are he or she might be in the crowd tonight.
You're insane.
Has it really taken you this long to notice? Quick question. When the clock strikes 12, do I get a little kiss? I'll take that as a no.
Midnight. I made to my parents. The promise I made to rid this city of the evil that took their lives might finally be within reach.
Yes, may I help you?
It's cold. Can we do this inside?
What the district attorney and I would like to know is Mr. Wayne at home, Alfred?
Unfortunately, no. You're welcome to wait. Although...
Sure. Nice dump.
You've never been to Wayne Manor before?
No, I got invited to one of his Halloween parties once. But like I told Gilda, I'm not somebody who likes dressing up. Even for millionaire Bruce Wayne.
What a shame, Mr. Dent. Master Bruce's masquerades are often quite amusing. Sirs, with it being Valentine's Day, I feel I would be derelict in my duty if I did not point out that, how should I put this? With someone of Master Bruce's popularity, he may not return for some time.
Harvey, you want to come back later? Harvey.
That picture. So that's Bruce's old man, huh? Say, Alfred, is it? You wouldn't happen to remember somebody named Falcone ever dropping by, would you? To see Dr. Thomas Wayne?
As I was saying, it being Valentine's Day, surely you must have other obligations. Captain Gordon, how is Mrs. Gordon? We have not seen her in some time.
Barbara. Harvey, did you remember to get anything for Gilda?
No, and she's gonna kill me.
Gotham Cemetery, Valentine's Day. Is it worth it? Is it Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord? On New Year's Eve, the serial killer the newspapers call Holiday took the life of his son, proving, once again, that each of us is touchable.
Is what worth it?
The price.
What the hell are you talking about?
Your son.
Alberto was never involved in my business.
Either directly or indirectly. How many other innocent sons have you destroyed?
Nobody, and I mean nobody, speaks to me this way. Hey!
Catwoman.
That's me.
Again, each time I I've been near the Roman she appears, I intend to find out why. You've been away.
I guess that's the same as thanks for saving my life.
You don't think I could have taken that little gun from that little man?
Jealous?
You should have stayed away. Valentine's night. Selena Kyle. I got here as quick as I could.
Me too. You cut yourself shaving, Bruce? Your lip. You should have someone do that for you.
Alfred has offered more than once.
I meant someone with a more feminine touch.
Would the gentleman like to buy the lady a rose?
Here, my treat.
Selena. Ow.
This isn't your night for cuts.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The thorns.
It's alright, I'm fine.
Yes, you are.
Here. Your payment.
Mr. Maroni, this is too much.
Nothing's too much for a friend to Sal Maroni. And you are my friend, aren't you, Voynin?
Of course, Mr. Maroni, but...
You got no date tonight, Voynin? You want to stay for dinner?
Mr. Maroni, my employer, Mr. Dent, the district attorney, he's targeted you, sir. He believes you're the weak link of the Falcone organization.
He does he? Come on, Voynin. You have to feel. It's the best in the city.
He'll kill us if he finds us here.
You want to stand outside and freeze your ass off? Be my guest. Way I figure it, Mr. Maroni's got half a dozen more men inside. After the Joker incident, nobody's getting near the place. All I know is my girl didn't like it one bit when I told her I had to work tonight. Valentine's Day.
So, genius, who do you think this holiday killer is?
No! What's this here? Holiday. Okay. You want war? I'll give you war.
I was wondering when you'd get home.
Barbara, I know I've told you this too many times, but I'm sorry.
It could never be too many times.
Oh, Harvey. Oh, what time is it?
It's late. Happy Valentine's Day, Gilda.
Home.
Sir, how did your meeting with Miss Kyle go? Master Bruce? I'll take it that it went well.
Come. That's it. You know, you can't resist me. No man can.
Step away from the door. Early parole. You'll be back.
Get him. He's waiting. Any news?
On their way, Mr. Falcone.
Everything goes smoothly?
Yes, sir.
I've missed you, Papa.
You've been away too long, my dear. The family needs you now. I need you, my Sophia.
March, the monthly board meeting of the Gotham City Bank. I hear the words coming from my mouth, and yet, it is as if someone else were speaking. And so, after giving the matter much consideration, I am now of the opinion that our former bank president, the late Richard Daniel, was correct. Falcone Imports should do business with the Gotham City Bank, and Gotham City Bank should do business with Falcone Imports. I've given the go-ahead for a wire transfer of $350 million, as requested by Carmine Falcone.
Bruce, we're delighted, of course. Falcone Imports is a huge account, but this is so unlike you to reverse your position.
I've had a change of heart. How could they understand. My mind may be foggy, yet I am at peace, lost somewhere in the green.
Bruce? Hello? It's me, Selena.
I do not hear her. I just walk to the waiting figure in my car.
Come, Ivy.
Sweet. We got bodies piling up all over town. Maroni thinks Falcone's back in this holiday killer, so he takes it out on the Roman. The nice part about dealing with these guys, Jimbo, they all want to do our job for us.
Our jobs don't include murder, Harvey. I want to stop Falcone and the rest, but not like this. Never like this.
Of course, don't give it a second thought. What do you want to do about Bruce Wayne? With what we suspect about his connection to the Roman, we could hurt them.
Green.
Huh?
When I was a child growing up in Chicago, we looked forward to St. Patrick's Day. They would close the schools so we could go downtown and see the parade. The city would turn the river green. We all thought it was the work of leprechauns. St. Patrick's Day. We all think of green. Now it's red. Blood red. St. Patrick's Day is coming. We're no closer to finding out who this madman is. Holiday.
What about Wayne?
Take it slowly. Concentrate on Maroni. He's the weak link.
Maroni and Wayne. 2 for 1. I like it.
Morte.
Carla Vitti, the Roman sister. The Vitti family rules Chicago, with designs on Gotham.
I rang the bell. You didn't answer. I'm not interrupting anything, am I, Aunt Carla?
Sophia, baby. Your father didn't tell me you were coming home. I swear I could kill that Carmine sometimes. Do you see this gun? It's a .22. I forgot to give it to the cops when your brother Alberto was killed on New Year's Eve. The same kind of gun was used to kill my son Johnny on Halloween. I'm gonna use this gun, Sophia. I'm gonna get this Cafone holiday.
Does my father know you have that?
He does now, yes, Sophia?
Aunt Carla, I was sent out here out of respect. We're gonna hit Maroni on St. Patrick's Day morning. Papa believes that Maroni either is Holiday or knows who it is. Will you come out against us?
Now that Carmine has handled the banking situation, money is flowing. Things are as they should be.
Thank you.
Wayne Manor, my father's house. Life is good in the green.
You still have a healthy appetite, Bruce. You'll need it for... Do you feel a draft? You're mine, Poison Ivy. All mine. You're like a weed that's come into someone else's yard. A weed that needs to be torn out by the roots.
Stop.
You've lost control, Wayne. Ivy has made you do things you wouldn't. Or shouldn't. Oh, hell. Ordinarily, I might enjoy this.
The green.
Bruce. Ivy. Gone.
St. Patrick's Day morning.
Stop the car.
Sal, the boss Maroni's safe house. The Roman's chief rival for control of Gotham City.
Someone beat us to the punch. This changes things.
That night, it's not a toy. Nevertheless, thank you.
For what?
Bruce Wayne is a friend.
Oh.
Why? Why did you help?
In time, you'll see.
longer am in the green. Poison ivy is no longer in my system. But her spell made me do things that will have to be repaired. The bank, my reputation. I owe Catwoman much.
Everybody was against this idea. We have a sort of policy, you understand, of not working with your kind.
If it hadn't been for Catwoman's interference, think of how much more we could have accomplished.
Miss Ivy, if there's one thing I've learned in this business, it's to expect the unexpected.
Who is
Holiday.
It's a mystery. Broken into a jigsaw puzzle, wrapped in a conundrum, hidden in a Chinese box. Clues were left at the murder scene. These objects, easily obtainable at any 5 and dime store, were selected to represent the dates of the killings.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Holidays, like today, April Fool's Day.
A riddle?
A killer.
Question. Why does Holiday always use the same type of weapon? Answer. He gets them wholesale. Or, let's get more practical. These 22 pistols are lightweight, easy on the hand, perfect for a woman. A Catwoman. With the break-in last June, she had access to Mr. Falcone's safe. And therefore, the names of everyone in the Roman Empire. Add that to the $1 million bounty Mr. Falcone subsequently put on her head. Suddenly the best defense is a good offense.
Maroni. From the outset, the killings have always favored Sal the Boss Maroni, the Romans' chief rival in Gotham City. He weakens the Falcone family, growing bolder with each murder. Who else on New Year's Eve would shoot Falcone's own son in the back?
Question. Why does the killer shoot Alberto Falcone anyway? Answer. Because he can. Owning that Alberto wasn't in the family business. Raising the issue. Are all these killings somehow personal?
Carla Vitti, Mr. Falcone's sister. Her son, Johnny Vitti, was supposed to testify against Mr. Falcone to the grand jury. It's no secret how the Roman tried to get a hired knife slid between his nephew's ribs. Did Carla Vitti do the unthinkable? Did the mother kill her only son just to hide her identity? Now her own guilt masks her rage. She is free to attack anyone since no one will suspect her. She was there on New Year's Eve. Who else could have approached Alberto without him reacting? At this point, it is little more than a son for a son. Moments later, she runs back to the scene, covering her tracks.
If I may, sir, in all your theorizing, there is one person you have overlooked entirely.
Julian Day. But according to Arkham Asylum's records, which could be altered, I suppose, the Calendar Man remains in their custody.
It was not him to whom I was referring. I might only point out that in one's quest for justice, I have seen someone even as sane as yourself behave in the most surprising ways.
2 shots to the head. You ask me, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Time for letting him walk. We put word on the street that they cut a deal, see how the Roman reacts.
Harvey, your hair's so wet.
It's been snowing.
Captain Gordon told me how he showed up late on New Year's Eve. On Christmas, he could have followed the Joker from his home and killed Milos, the Roman's bodyguard. He left Wayne Manor on Valentine's Day, with plenty of time to confront Maroni's men at the restaurant.
What will you do now, sir?
Pray I am wrong. Harvey Dent.
Bruce Wayne.
You're sure you want to go ahead with this?
Arresting one of Gotham's most prominent citizens? No. But if Bruce Wayne is helping the Roman's empire, he deserves everything that's coming to him.
Mr. Enigma, was told there was no riddle you could not solve. And yet you've only put together one guess after another, each one with no more certainty than the next. If If your life depended on it, and it does, tell me, who is Holiday?
Carmine Falcone?
Me.
You?
Sophia, take Mr. Nigma out to the side exit.
Yes, Papa.
And Sophia, come right back.
Yes, Papa.
When does a killer not kill?
Mother's Day. It's May. You said you would caught her by February. He's making quite a name for herself. Holiday. Soon the calendar man will be forgotten.
I know what we said. The serial killer the newspapers call Holiday is still at large. Murders that coincide with holidays bring me back to Arkham Asylum, the court's alternative to Gotham Penitentiary. Men and women are sent here to free them from the madness which supposedly caused them to break the law. Like Julian Day, institutionalized for committing crimes that coincide with dates on the calendar. Why? Why didn't she kill on April Fool's Day? We found
22 bullets in an outline around the Riddler. Perhaps he thought to take the date seriously. April Fools, no killing today.
What do you know about Harvey Dent, the district attorney? He put you here, didn't he?
I know that he's a Gemini. He has a birthday coming up soon. Why do you ask?
You know, don't you?
Let me out. Let me out and I'll stop the killing. It's Mother's Day. Every son has a mother. Even you. Do you want blood on your hands on this day?
Tell me what you know.
Batman, help! Escape level H.
The terror in the guard's voice. Only one man could be responsible.
Happy Mother's Day.
He's gone. His mother came to visit.
I find his cell empty, with only one thing remaining. Straw. Jonathan Crane strangled his mother years ago. On Mother's Day. Someone else had a hand in this. Someone else brought him the straw, unleashing the Scarecrow. Jonathan Crane, psychologist turned psychopath. I find him on horseback. He preys on the innocent and instills them with fear. Not in my city. Not on this day. You didn't think you could get away, did you? Who helped you? Who set this up? Give me a name or I'll... No. A ruse. A dummy made of straw. And within, chemical toxins. Scarecrow's tools. Cover up. Don't breathe. Gone. Wayne Manor. My father's house.
At the risk of sounding redundant, Captain Gordon, Mr. Wayne is not at home.
Mr. Pennyworth, you must know I don't want to be here. Certainly not under these circumstances.
Is it not possible that this is some sort of terrible mistake? Master Wayne has no connection to this Falcone person.
Then only by cooperation can we clear the whole thing up, Alfred.
I understand what you are saying, Captain, but Master Bruce, he was very devoted to his mother. Surely you can imagine the private nature of what today must mean for him.
Gotham River Bridge.
A name.
Goes by gunsmith. Says that once a month he makes a custom 22 pistol.
Sophia Falcone Gigante. Carmine the Roman Falcone's daughter. Gotham City's untouchable crime lord.
An address. An address and I'll let you go.
Chinatown. Jogs. Tea house. Please. Let me go.
Okay.
What? No! Ah! make things worse.
We made it, Mother. We made it.
This is Gordon. We've tracked Bruce Wayne to the Gotham Cemetery. All of you that are with me, we take this slow. No shots fired, unless I give the command. Bruce.
He wanted the pearls. I remember my father.
Good Lord. Dr. Wayne, look what they've done to my boy.
Alfred, come quickly and bring my medical bag.
You have a boy, don't you, Dr. Wayne?
The phone would ring. There was a medical emergency somewhere. He had to go. He was needed. There was no choice. But one night, it was the doorbell.
This man should be in a hospital, not on my dining table. I cannot.
No hospitals. If I were to take him anywhere in public, Luigi Maroni, that animal, would finish the job. You can ask me any price, Wayne. Just save my son.
I know you know who I am.
And how? You're already a rich man. But Vincent Falcone is a powerful man. And sometimes having a powerful friend is better than having all the money in the world.
I had never seen my father at work.
This is not about compensation.
It was like
everybody wants something, eh, Doctor?
Magic. I realize now that the life my father saved was Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord. For all the good he tried to bring to Gotham, my father's actions have resulted in my being here, behind bars. My fate in the hands of two men I've come to trust. District Attorney Harvey Dent.
Mr. Pennyworth, you still contend, under oath, that Thomas Wayne never accepted any sort of payment from Vincent Falcone. Then explain to us the relationship that continues to this day between the sons, Carmine Falcone and your employer, Bruce Wayne.
To my knowledge, they do not have one.
Well, then please tell this grand jury, tell me why. Why didn't Thomas Wayne report the crime? So that Luigi Maroni would be behind bars and this city wouldn't be in the grip of Carmine the Roman Falcone.
Perhaps Dr. Wayne did file a report, but Gotham City was different then. The police, even the district attorney's office, were rife with graft. Several months later, Dr. Wayne and his wife were murdered. The most decent people I have ever known, gunned down in these very streets. To this day, the killer was never brought to justice. Perhaps Gotham City is not all that different.
And Captain James Gordon.
Ouch. That'll cost us, Harvey.
Carmine Falcone. I should have finished the job years ago. The Struts takes 5 shots to the chest and still lives. Things would have been different.
Luigi Big Lou Maroni, the former head of the Maroni crime family. His son, Sal the Boss Maroni, is Falcone's chief rival for control of Gotham City.
'Cause of this holiday goon, all my guys are dead. How do I fix this mess, Lou?
You can act like a man. This is about Falcone. You gotta get the Roman before he gets you.
Huh? What's wrong with these mutts? Hey, shut up!
The Roman's penthouse.
Thought you'd want to know. The grand jury acquitted Bruce Wayne. Took about a minute and a half.
Sofia Falcone Gigante, the Roman's daughter.
Bruce Wayne. I have business to attend to, daughter. I'll be back later.
Here.
Sophia?
Happy Father's Day.
And I, appreciate the gesture.
Papa?
James, you asleep? What you got there? You and your mother have been busy, I see. Well, it's only the best Father's Day present a dad could get. You have good dreams, son. Have good dreams.
Harvey, are you down there?
I went to go see Dad.
Oh, God. And?
Still crazy as ever. He gave me something though, Gilda.
What is it?
A coin. Yeah, I was so sure that Bruce Wayne was doing favors for the Falcone family. But a jury of my peers didn't agree with me. It's like they flipped a coin. Heads he wins, tails I lose. And Bruce Wayne, with all his money, his good family name, goes back to high society, leaving the rest of us to take care of what needs to be done.
Gotham Central Park. On Mother's Day, Jonathan Crane, psychologist turned psychopath, escaped from Arkham Asylum, unleashing the Scarecrow on my city. He did not do this alone. He had help.
Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, and mark it with a beam. And put it in the oven for Batman and...
Would you like some tea?
Jervis Tetch. Delusional. Schizophrenic. Homicidal. The Mad Hatter.
Pat a cake, baker's man. You could always have more.
Gentlemen, I didn't go through the time and expense to assist in your early release from Arkham to argue about cake and tea. We have business. Business regarding the Gotham City Bank depository.
Wayne Manor. My father's house. So if my father hadn't saved the Roman's life, all the lives, all the violence, how different Gotham City might be.
If I may, sir, your father would have done the same for anyone who came to the door. That was his way. But I can't help wondering what might have happened if... It would be as fruitless as my wondering. Had I been a different sort of father to you, how better your life might be. Master Bruce?
I just miss him, Alfred. Is that so wrong?
No. There's nothing wrong with that. You are very much your father's son.
I remember my father.
Hey, this better be important, Vernon, getting me out in the middle of the...
Dent. It's plenty important.
Maroni.
You want a piece of me. We both want a piece of Falcone. Maybe it's time we found out what we can do for each other.
The 4th of July, with Selina Kyle, Wayne Manor, my father's house. I have lived here nearly as long as he did, and yet, I find myself still thinking of it as my father's house.
Bruce, why do you stay in Gotham City?
After my parents' deaths, I left. back. I made a promise to them.
But of late, your episode with Poison Ivy, Harvey Dent accusing you of helping Falcone, what would it take to let go?
Honestly?
No. Lie to me. I know places, Bruce. Things we could do together. Like that.
What would it take to let go?
I need to talk to you.
Talk then. Harvey Dent, Gotham City's district attorney. A man I've known for some time. And I'm beginning to wonder if I know it all.
Remember the deal we made? You, me, Jim Gordon. Right here. To bring down the Roman.
I do. Do you?
I made a mistake going after Bruce Wayne.
Why tell me?
I just wanted you to know I made mistakes. I try not to make them twice. But after Maroni testifies against the Roman, it'll finally be over. I think I want to take some time off. Get out of the city for a while.
And Holiday?
He, or she, has struck again.
Jimbo?
Where?
The docks. This time it's a civilian.
Mr. Maroni, you have a visitor?
I don't want to see nobody.
But...
Sal the Boss Maroni. Once the Roman's chief rival for control of Gotham City.
Hello, Sal.
Sofia Falcone Gigante, daughter of Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord. Vernon Fields, assistant to Harvey Dent.
Vernon, go get a shoe shine. Does your father know you're here, Sophia?
I went to prison for you, Sal. I didn't squawk. I didn't ask for anything in return. But when the police came for me, I didn't name you.
That's you. I gotta do what's right for me.
I missed you, Sal. Every night I was away, I thought about you. Papa knows it was Dent that got you into this mess. Without Dent, everybody lays off. I know you'll do the right thing, Sal.
The home of Barbara and Police Captain Jim Gordon.
Why do you stay in Gotham City, Barbara? Can't you see what it does to people who live here?
Jim's work, I guess, Gilda. You know what I mean. Harvey is just as devoted as Jim. Now with the baby, we're digging in.
Digging into hell. When Harvey first started at the district attorney's office, they used to call him Apollo, the golden boy. He was so handsome. He could do no wrong. But every day, this Roman case, it's like it's eating him from the inside out. He's changing. Do you think it will ever end, Barbara? Will I get my Harvey back?
The killer stood here, fired twice at close range. Whoever Holiday is, he or she can always get up close, suggesting that the killer knows his or her victims.
I've seen you get in pretty close without anybody noticing. Why the coroner, Batman? All the other killings were Falcone related.
Can anyone account for the whereabouts of Harvey Dent at the time of the killings?
Harvey? Why? You don't think? That's odd. All the city's fireworks were set off earlier. Just some kids, probably. Right, Batman? Batman?
I love fireworks. Me too. Makes me feel like a kid. Oh, pretty colors. Sky fall down. Mommy?
The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see the
doubt it. The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down a blackbird...
The money stays. You both go back to Arkham. On Mother's Day, Jonathan Crane, psychologist turned psychopath, escaped from Arkham Asylum, unleashing the Scarecrow on my city. He did not do this alone. He had help. Jervis Tetch, delusional, schizophrenic, homicidal, the Mad Hatter. Up until now, I thought they were acting alone, helping each other. But the bank, the money, all point to one man, the Roman. During the escape, I inhaled some of the Scarecrow's fear gas. My mind was violated. My childhood fears of my parents' murders overcame me. I try not to enjoy breaking Crane's ribs.
Thick and fast they come at last, and more and more and more. All hopping through the frothy waves, scrambling to the shore.
Oh, my paws and whiskers. Sorry, it's the only line from Alice I remember.
You've been following me at the police headquarters, on the docks.
I love fireworks. I like the Cheshire Cat. I like all the money that's just sitting there. I know places, Batman. Things only I could show you.
The Roman orchestrated all of this. Do you want to help?
That's not what I had in mind. Your loss.
No. The price of independence.
Fears. Madness.
Please, tell me the truth.
Are we having this discussion? I'm doing court in an hour, Gilda. What are you doing in the basement?
I found something, Harvey. On your workbench. It's one of those guns, isn't it? Like the killer in the newspapers. Holiday.
Give me that. It's evidence. We're all working on this holiday thing. It has to stop.
Harvey, I'm your wife. Talk to me. Since when did you bring evidence home from the office?
What are you asking me? I'm the district attorney. I do it all the time.
All the time?
I thought you only came out at night.
Where is he? August 2nd. For nearly a year, a serial killer the newspapers call Holiday has been stalking Gotham City. Murders that coincide with holidays. Only once has the killer allowed the victim to live. On April Fool's Day.
Get out of my place.
Wrong answer. Not in a day. They may be superstitious. They may be cowards. But my appearance has more effect at night.
Why is Batman like a rowboat? They both have a bow to take.
I've been looking for you, Riddler.
What time is it when Batman finds your hideout? Time to get a new hideout.
On April Fool's Day, you saw him, didn't you? You saw Holiday. He's scared. Not of me, but of something he knows.
Yes and no.
You were outside the Roman's building. What did the Roman want with you?
Good question. He asked me who Holiday was and didn't like my answers. Better question. Why didn't Holiday kill me? Was it just an April Fool's gag,
Or the Roman wanted you to tell the world that he was looking for Holiday's identity?
You're questioning me?
Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord.
Your behavior, Carmine. I'm questioning your behavior.
family rule Chicago with designs on Gotham.
Carla, you're my sister and I love you, but never ask me to explain.
Papa and Carla, they're ready.
Sofia Falcone Gigante, the Roman's daughter. Gotham City Courthouse, basement. Sal the Boss Maroni, once the Roman's chief rival for control of Gotham City. Now, the district attorney's chief witness against the Roman. Captain James Gordon, an honest cop. In Gotham City, he is unique.
What's the matter, Jimmy? Don't you trust me?
No. Maroni is escorted from his cell to the courtroom.
Mr. Maroni, I'm Vernon Fields. I work for Harvey Dent, the district attorney. Mr. Dent wanted me to give you something.
What is that? Stomach stuff? All of a sudden, Dent's worried about my ulcer?
Fine if you don't want it. Mr. Dent was only trying to...
Yeah, just give it to me.
Prosecution calls Salvatore Vincent Maroni, a.k.a. Boss Maroni, to the stand.
In some ways, Harvey Dent has waited for this day all his life. For in all the cases he has prosecuted, never has so much been at stake. Maroni's testimony and conviction will be the end of the Roman Empire. And for the first time, perhaps ever, Gotham City will be rid of an evil that has nearly choked the life out of it. The Roman's penthouse.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carmine. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish, Papa.
Yeah? I hit Mickey Gazzo and his brother Frankie. We tossed their bodies in the Gotham River. Lots of wise guys you're looking for are in the Gotham River. Maybe that's why I got an ulcer. From drinking the water.
Ulcer?
Yeah, it's been killing me. Maybe I got a guilty conscience, huh, Dent?
I ask you now, under oath, didn't you commit all these murders and felonies under the direct orders of Carmine the Roman Falcone?
Falcone?
Mr. Maroni.
Something is wrong.
I'll ask you again.
One sec. I got something. Right here.
That stuff only drew cement. Did you really think you had me? Did you?
I'll go get help.
Harvey, I will never forget the sound of his screaming.
Jim, why don't you have a seat? There's nothing we can do until the doctor...
Mrs. Dent, your husband is gone.
No!
No. He's gone. He escaped.
Whoa! My God.
What are you?
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
You ever ask a question you don't want to know the answer to?
Labor Day in Gotham City. Harvey Dent, the district attorney, has been missing for nearly a month. During the trial of Sal the Boss Maroni, acid was hurled in Dent's face. He was taken to the hospital. Something happened. Harvey snapped. He stabbed his own surgeon and escaped. Despite all my efforts, I am now afraid Harvey Dent, my friend, is lost.
grande, born on a Monday.
Christening on a stark and stormy Tuesday. Marries on a gray and grizzly Wednesday. Ill on a mild and mellow Thursday. What's the rest of it? What's the rest of it? Worse on a bright and breezy Friday. Died on a gay and glorious Saturday. Buried on a baking, blistering Sunday. Is that what happened to you? Did you die and come back? Can a man have two lives?
The roof of Gotham PD.
A double life.
Captain James Gordon, the only other man in my city that I trust. But this turn with Harvey, it has changed how Gordon looks at me as well.
The evidence is incredibly damning. Inside Harvey's briefcase, a .22 caliber handgun. Carmine Falcone's ledger, giving him access to all of the holiday victims. They'll say he was obsessed with bringing down the Roman. That was his motive. My God. Harvey Dent is Holiday. How long have you known? How long?
I don't believe that the man who stood on this roof, who made a promise, a bond with each of us, would cross that line. I won't believe it.
What if you're too close to the situation? What if your judgment is impaired? What if you're wrong?
What if I'm not?
Find Harvey. You know what needs to be done.
Where is Dent?
How the hell should I know? That maniac killed my sister, my nephew, and my son.
Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord. But a serial killer the newspapers call Holiday, because the murders he commits take place on holidays, has been marking the calendar with members of the Falcone family.
Do you know what my people call this past year? The long Halloween. Johnny Viti, my nephew, was the first one to die on Halloween night. Could have been stopped there, but no, it didn't. And we both know why. You and the cops just let it continue because he was killing our people, mia familia. And you stand here and act like your hands are clean.
Papa!
Sophia Gigante Falcone, the Roman's daughter. She aims a gun towards the window, where I no longer am.
Sophia, no.
I thought I heard voices.
It's all right, I just stumbled.
Harvey hated the Roman and what he was doing to Gotham City. Across the street. Why?
Don't you ever say hello.
I want the truth. All of it. Why is it every time I confront the Roman you show up? What connection do you two have?
So, you want to trade secrets?
This isn't the time for that schoolgirl act. I want the truth.
You're hurting me. That's better. Maybe it's because the Roman treats the world like a ball of yarn. And you know how much cats like to unravel a ball of yarn. Maybe it's because whenever he's around, you're around. Maybe it's none of your damn business.
She backflips off the roof. Catwoman. How many of her lives has she used up since this whole nightmare began? The home of Harvey and Gilda Dent.
Harvey? Harvey, is that you? Harvey, you've come back.
Where is your husband, Mrs. Dent? You know why we have to find him, don't you? We found a gun, a .22 in his briefcase, with the serial number filed off. It's the same sort of weapon that the Holiday Killer uses.
He said he brought it home from the office.
In the grooves of the vise of your husband's workbench, there are tiny metal filings. Gunmetal.
Please. Find him. Find my Harvey.
Tell me what you know.
30 days hath September.
Julian Day, the Calendar Man. Named so for committing crimes that coincide with the calendar. According to the asylum's records, which could be altered, he has been incarcerated since this all began.
It's Labor Day, and he still eludes you, doesn't she?
We know it was Dent. We don't know where he is. If you help us locate him.
Dent. Harvey Dent. The Gemini.
The district attorney who put you in here.
Just so we understand each other, the Calendar Man is being forgotten. I can't have that. It's Labor Day night, only a few hours before the holiday has passed, and you have something Holiday wants.
Gotham City Jail. Sal the Boss Maroni. Once the Romans' chief rival for control of Gotham City. During his trial, it was Maroni who hurled acid in Harvey Dent's face. The courtroom bailiffs shot Maroni 3 times, but he would not die.
Maroni!
What?
We're moving you, now.
The Calendar Man thinks that Maroni is the next holiday victim. I get word to Gordon. He reminds me that I'm heeding the advice of one madman, in the hopes of capturing another. But I have to find Harvey Dent.
What's all this about? I take 3 slugs in the courtroom, and I'm still here, right? You guys could learn a thing or 3 about killing somebody, you know?
After what you did to Harvey Dent, I almost think we should let him have you. Almost.
Dent? Coming after me? Is that why you're moving me? Let him come. The rat bed.
Labor Day in Gotham City.
I am Holiday.
The Calendar Man was right. We had something the Holiday Killer wanted. Sal the Boss Maroni. Once the chief rival for control of Gotham City. Now, Maroni is dead. And while there are few tears that will be shed at his passing, Holiday has claimed another victim.
No, I shut you down.
A Kevlar vest. More than enough to stop a 22 at close range.
I've got the gun. Take him.
Such a small gun. And yet, it caused so much destruction. Not unlike the gun that killed my parents. This is only the beginning. Alberto Falcone is Holiday, the son of Carmine the Roman Falcone, Gotham City's untouchable crime lord. On New Year's Eve, Alberto was killed, another of the Holiday's victims. The city coroner confirmed his death. I went to the grave myself. The city coroner confirmed his death. And yet, for nearly a year, this serial killer has held Gotham City in his grasp. His identity unknown, only that he struck on holidays. I suspected Harvey Dent, the district attorney, my friend. I was wrong.
Batman, enough. I won't let you do something that we'll both regret.
I made a promise to my parents to protect this city from the evil that took their lives. If I am to succeed, I must be willing to deal out the punishment. Then do what needs to be done.
Alberto Falcone, you are under arrest for the murder of Salvatore Maroni. You have the right to remain silent.
Days later, Alberto Falcone is Holiday. He faked his own death on New Year's Eve to throw us off. Then, he continued, undaunted, cherry-picking his father's enemies.
Falcone, you have a visitor.
Holiday. My son.
In July, he killed the city coroner, who must have known that the wrong body was in Alberto's grave. In August, he killed his Aunt Carla, who went looking through the coroner's files.
All the clues were there. Why couldn't we stop him sooner?
I blame myself. I suspected Harvey Dent, the district attorney, my friend. But Alberto could not have done this alone. His father had to know it was not his son in that grave.
You need anything? I can get you a pair of those eyeglasses you like. The purple ones.
No. I don't need anything, thank you.
Look, I can get you out of here. You plead guilty to killing Maroni, and only Maroni. And I can fix that. But only if you let all this other nonsense about a holiday go.
Nonsense? Do you even know when my birthday is? I'll give you a hint. It falls on a holiday. Is it Christmas? New Year's? Father's Day?
All right, just calm down.
Is it February 14th? Valentine's Day? Not that you would know since you had business to attend to. Every single year.
I thought you understood.
I do understand, Papa. It's why you sent me away to Oxford. You didn't want my help even when I offered. You didn't want me in the family business. You and your father and his father before that. You thought Gotham City was synonymous with organized crime. But Gotham City has changed. It doesn't want your kind anymore. Now look at me. I'm bigger than all of you. Put together, I am Holiday.
The Roman must have known. Halloween night in Gotham City. The home of Harvey and Gilda Dent.
Take your time. There's plenty for everyone.
Gilda.
Huh?
Barbara insisted that we, she wanted to take the baby, James, out and show him all the, and,
Oh, come here. Long time no see.
You can't imagine what it's like. Every time the doorbell rings and it's just kids. The kids who want candy. I go to the door hoping he'll be there. Where is my husband? Is he even alive? Where is my Harvey?
Sorry. The Roman's penthouse.
How dare he defy me? My own son. He's gone to the gas chamber when I could have stopped the whole thing. Alberto. What? Yeah. Sophia, I want everyone downstairs. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Oh, this is bad. Bad. Very bad.
Trick or treat!
What is this?
What needs to be done?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
How much longer did you think I would let the Falcone family tear Gotham City in half, splitting the city between good and evil? Vice City. Nice gun. Light. 22 caliber. Perfect weapon to kill you with.
Do it! Then we decide who gets the city. I'll burn it all down before I let a freak have it.
My father had an old dictaphone. He kept it in his study. He would make recordings. seemingly insurmountable problem. Your only option is to act swiftly. Some might even say, irrationally, removing the most dangerous elements first. And methodically attacking each subsequent challenge in a separate but deliberate manner. He was referring to surgery. Solomon Grundy, the Joker, Poison Ivy, the Penguin, Mad Hatter, Scarecrow, Catwoman.
That's me.
In rebuffing her advances on Independence Day, have I lost an ally? Whose side are you on?
The same side I'm always on.
Batman. Again and again, the courts will send them back to prison or Arkham, and we will have the same problem again and again.
Harvey
is gone. Two-Face is more like it, don't you think?
If you pull that trigger, how are you different from the Roman?
That's Jim Gordon talking. You know the system doesn't work. That justice can be decided like the flip of a coin. Two shots to the head. If you ask me, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Papa? Papa? Dent, you bastard. I'll kill...
It's finished. What's done is done.
I'll kill you.
Don't, Sophia.
I'll kill...
Don't. Sophia.
You still believe in Gotham City. You were married here. You want to start a family. If nothing else, think of Gilda.
Gilda?
Give me the gun, Harvey.
Nice try.
Across town. Soon.
Working late again, Vernon?
Who?
You have to answer for Harvey Dent. Somebody gave Maroni the acid to throw in Dent's face. Somebody who saw Maroni just before he entered the courtroom. That somebody is you. Vernon Fields, assistant to District Attorney Harvey Dent. You believe in the justice system, don't you, Vernon? You didn't spend all those years in law school for nothing, right? Then you know justice has two sides. Innocent or guilty. Like this coin. One side clean, the other scarred.
Please don't kill me, Mr. Dent.
Too late. The roof of the police station.
I've killed twice tonight. I did what needed to be done. For now.
Why?
I did what needed to be done.
You'll never convince me of that.
Harvey! My God, what's happened to you? There won't be any judges to be bribed. No witnesses will disappear. The Roman is dead. And I killed him. So long Halloween is over.
We'll get you help.
You're the ones who are gonna need help from now on.
Harvey, you betrayed everything you believe in.
Not everything. Arrest me, Jimbo. We'll see how the law and order handle Harvey Dent. 1 second. You both know, don't you? There were 2 holiday killers.
What?
Later.
What did you think he meant? That there were 2 holiday killers? Alberto Falcone confessed to all the holiday killings. He's going to the gas chamber.
Harvey is obsessed with the number 2. We'll never know for sure. But tonight was Halloween. Harvey Dent killed the Roman with a .22. The last holiday murder. In the end, Harvey Dent was Holiday too. Was it worth it? The promise that we made to bring down the Roman. What it cost us. Harvey.
If you're asking me, did the good guys win? Yes. The good guys won, Batman.
was worth it. For a very long time.
The home of Jim and Barbara Gordon.
Jim? I heard you arrested Harvey Dent on the police scanner. I'm so sorry, Jim. Oh, what are you gonna do now?
What I have to. Continue. I believe in Gotham City.
I made a promise to my parents that I would rid the city of the evil that took their lives, no matter what that evil looks like or became. I believe someday I will make good on that promise. I have to. I believe in Batman. Arkham Asylum.
Gilda.
Christmas Eve in Gotham City, the former home of Harvey and Gilda Dent.
Harvey, I did what needed to be done. Do you remember? You promised we would finally have time together when you didn't have so much work to do. I read your case files about taking serial numbers off guns and how a baby bottle nipple would muffle the sound. How clues are left at murder scenes. I used your hat and coat for disguise and left those things at the killings. Johnny Vitti was the first. Then, again on Thanksgiving, I left the hospital while you slept. And again on Christmas. But when Alberto Falcone was shot on New Year's, and you came home that night, your hair was wet, even though you were wearing a hat. A hat. I found the gun in the basement. You told me it was evidence, but I knew you had the same idea as me. You picked up where I left off, so we could have time together. A child. A secret. Let them think it was Alberto.